What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new series. This series is called Dirt to Dynasty, and right now, well, we're definitely in the dirt stage. So it's harvest season, and we've got one small field a little ways down the road from here that's ready to go, and times have been tough the last few years. We're barely getting by, barely upgrading equipment, and honestly, we don't even own a harvester. So today, we gotta go rent one from the farm down the road just to get this crop off the field. This is going to be a grind, but every big farm starts somewhere. So let's get to work. Alright guys, so this is our current setup. We got our house here and our truck, Ford F350. We've got a Cedar. So these are our toys. We've got a Honda Rancher right here and a Polaris. These definitely were tax return items, so these toys did not come out of our farm budget. They were bought off our tax return money. But yeah, we've got this 3650 here and our plow and an auger. And the one thing we do not own is a harvester. And well, as you can see, it's fall. It's time to harvest. And our field is up the road here, and the harvester is right down the street from the field. Yeah, so we're gonna take our truck up to the farm where our harvester's at, and we're gonna go rent it out for the day. It is getting a little cold, so the truck's struggling to start. This is pretty much how it's been every year. Plant, fertilize, hope prices are decent, and pray that nothing breaks. We don't have the money to own a combine yet, so renting is really our only option. But one day I'd love to have a big operation, big machines, big fields. But right now, we're just trying to survive. So this is our field here on the right. As you can see, it's ready for harvest. The harvester rental's right up here on the left. So we'll go talk to this guy and pay him the rent. So here we go, $2,000 for the harvester rent. We'll go grab it out of the barn over here. Alright, here she is. It's nothing fancy, but she'll get the job done. Alright, so we'll head to the field now and start harvesting. Eventually we'll have to go back to the farm and grab our auger and our tractor. Alright, so we're gonna park right over here on the left and detach the header trailer. Alright, so we're just hit the perimeter first. Here we go, harvest season. This is the moment everything comes down to. Months of work for one payday. Probably should have driven the tractor and the auger to the harvester rental, since that's closer than where the house is. But we'll just have to walk over the truck and drive that back to the house. This is definitely going to take a while with this small header. Our harvester is almost full, so we'll have to head back to the truck and then head back to the farm, grab our tractor and auger. Alright, looks like we're full. We'll shut the harvester off and walk over to our truck. Shouldn't take too long, we're not that far from the rental place. Alright, here we are at the truck. We'll head back to the farm now and grab our tractor. Man, the brakes on this thing suck. Alright, we'll grab our tractor here, hook up to the auger, and head back to the field. Hopefully this harvester will be able to reach up to the top of this auger. I don't know if the pipe will go up this high or not. So it just perfectly fits right over top. We'll empty out the harvester and keep on going with the harvest. So we got almost the full way around the perimeter and got a full load, so I think we'll get a pretty good yield from this whole field. I know we didn't really have to fertilize it as much this year, so we definitely saved some money on that. So we'll go around the perimeter again another time, and then we'll start hitting rows. It's crazy how small this field actually feels when you look at some of the other huge farms around here. I actually just found out that the old guy who rents this harvester out put GPS in this old harvester. So we're putting that to work here. Man, every year I think maybe this will be the one year where we finally get ahead. But repairs, seed costs, fuel, it all adds up real quick. So we never get enough money to actually be able to purchase a harvester for ourselves. Alright, we're going to start hitting the rows here. Hopefully this won't take too much longer, but I think we can definitely get this done today. That way we don't gotta rent the harvester again tomorrow. So our GPS did miss that row over there, so we'll have to go back and fix that. Probably once we're done with the whole field, we'll go back and hit all the spots that we missed. Alrighty guys, well, that's all for the field. We're actually going to go around and get all these missed pieces, but that was a pretty good yield. But our dilemma here is our auger is full, so we're going to have to go. I got a buddy who has a small auger that we can borrow, and prices right now for corn are not doing so good, so we're actually going to store everything for 2 more months till January, and then we will sell. And the prices should be around $900 around then, so we'll definitely get a good price for our yield here. And yeah, I'm gonna get all these pieces that we missed now. So we got our auger, and we're gonna go drop it off back at the house for storing, and then we're gonna go pick up the small auger from my friend, and we'll head back to the harvester and unload that, and then return it for the day. Then we'll call it a day there. Alright, so we dropped off our auger at the house, and we just picked up the smaller auger from my buddy. He said we can use it as long as we like, so I think we're gonna use it for storing our grain for a couple months. And yeah, I mean his auger is pretty much the same. It is the same brand as ours, but it's a little bit shorter, and obviously it doesn't hold as much, but we don't really need it to hold maximum capacity. We just need it to hold what's left in our harvester. So yeah, we're heading back to the field now. All right, we're loading up the auger, emptying out the old harvester here. So once we take this back to the rental, we'll have to pressure wash it there with his pressure washer, because as you can see, this thing's pretty dirty. But yeah, we'll just have to clean it off, then we can head out. But yeah, we got the header all loaded up. We'll just head on over to the rental. All right, we're spraying this thing off. It's kind of hard to see all the dirt in the dark here, but gotta make it work since we used it all today. Gotta get all the little nooks and crannies. All right, well, I think the combine and the header is pretty clean. We're gonna load it back up in the barn here. Alrighty, we're gonna walk on back to the tractor, right around the corner here, and we'll head back to the farm. Man, I don't know if we needed this big of a auger for just that little bit of green that we have, but it is what it is. Alright, we're just gonna back the auger and the tractor up in here. Hopefully it'll fit. There we go. Shut our barn doors here. Alrighty, well, I guess I'll see you guys in a couple months. Come January, we'll be able to sell this grain and get our payday. Hopefully we make a good chunk of change for all this grain that we got. But yeah, see you guys in a couple months. Oh, all right, guys. It is officially January. We're gonna finally be able to sell our oats, or not our oats, our grain. Our 2 augers worth here. Man, we really had this crammed in here tight. Yeah, we're gonna take this first small auger to the grain facility, and we're definitely not going to get a lot for this first trip, since there's barely anything in this auger. But yeah, I'm excited to see what we get out of that, our full auger. Yeah, I'll see you guys when we get there. Alrighty, well, it took a good hour or two, but we got here to the grain facility. We're gonna see what we can get for this little load of grain here. Alright, well, we got a little under 4,000 for that small bit. Alrighty guys, so we dropped off the other auger to our buddy, and we're stopping back at the house. We're gonna grab our auger and head to the grain facility. Hopefully we can get a better profit than we did for our other load. I mean, our last load wasn't going to be a lot. It was just the scraps from our harvester at the end, but it did pay for half of it did pay for our harvester rental, so that's pretty good. But in the end, we got bills to pay for the year, so whatever we get from this load, we're actually, after our bills are paid, we're not really gonna get that much. So yeah, we're gonna head to the grain facility, and I'll see you guys then. Alright, we're here at the grain facility. We're gonna see how much we can get for this load right here. Alright guys, we got $30,000 from that load right there from our harvest. So that makes our total around $34,000 from our whole yield. It's decent, but after after our bills come out of it, we'll not have that much, but it is what it is. Just another year. We're gonna head back to the farm and give it a rest. Alright, you know what? We're gonna, before we head back to the farm, we're gonna stop at the gas station real quick. But we got a couple extra dollars to spend. We're gonna grab a lottery ticket, because you can't play if you don't win, right? Alright, ticket secured. We're gonna head on back. Hopefully we can win, but I mean, with our luck, probably not. Alrighty, well, got everything all parked up. Close our barn doors. Our farm's not much right now, but we've got one field, one tractor, just enough to get by, but every big operation started somewhere. You guys like what you see? Hit that like button and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.